Friday Night Sports, and of course they are coached by Barbara Ferris. Now on, time to talk playoff soccer, and to do that, the ultra-successful head coach of the St. Scholastica Doves, Mike Ortner. Mike, great to see you tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming over. We really appreciate it. All right, 5 state titles, trying to win a 6th on Friday afternoon. I'm trying to wrap my arms around that.
Yeah.
At 4:30 in Lafayette against Mandeville. Talk about that game.
District opponent, district rival, so it adds another element or another layer to it. But the goal will be it's one team standing in the way of us achieving what we set out to do this year.
All right, we have some highlights, of course, of last Friday's game here from Friday Night Sports with North Shore. 1-0 game, you win it. Great shot by Mary Lynn Schwing in the game to win it, and you held off a good North Shore team, but your team has really been hurt by injury this year.
Yeah, we've lost 4 kids that we started day one with, ACLs and PCLs, so it's just been next player up mentality, and the girls have risen to the occasion.
And you're even starting an 8th grader. I mean, you've got a young team out there, right?
Younger than we expected when we started the year. Yeah, Olivia Licatos, our 8th grade center back, has filled in nicely for Gabby Angel, who we lost in the 3rd game of the season.
All right, now, your leader, Mary Lynn, I assume that she's one of your leaders, very emotional. We talked to her after the game on Friday night, and here's what she had to say.
Yes, it feels so good. Now we know we have to work 10 times harder, and then the next week we're just going to be training our butts off, so I'm willing to put in the work and hopefully get a win.
This is a group that works very hard, right?
Yeah, I think it's obviously you get to this point, it's a team that's put in the work day in and day out, and can't take anything for granted come the playoffs.
I know your players will like this question. I've got a few questions for you here. All right, are you very demanding?
They would definitely say yes. They would definitely say yes. I call it competitive.
Competitive.
Yeah.
Okay, and I see that little green notebook that you're walking around with during the games.
Yeah, famous notebook.
What's in that notebook?
Yeah, I'm a little, believe it or not, a little scatterbrained, so I like to have all my thoughts for halftime, or things I want to go over, basically.
So you're writing them all down?
Yeah, so I can have it consistent, basically hit all the points I want at halftime, make sure I don't leave anything out.
So would you call your approach methodical as well?
Yep, I always have the notebook with me.
Always have the notebook, okay. What wins on this level?
Man, that's a good question. I think a level of consistency in the way you go about things. We've been successful at SSA for a long time, so I've just tried to find out what works and what doesn't, and then throw the stuff that doesn't work and constantly adapt and change. But a level of consistency in the way we handle our regular week of heading into games and coming off of games.
Almost 3 years since the state title. Does that make this one even bigger, or do you try to stay away from that? Are you a process coach?
Yeah, I think the pressure of how we've lost the last couple of years. We lost in a shootout to Bird in the semifinals. We lost to a Fountain team that we had beat previously twice that year, and really felt like it was ours to lose, and we lost it. And so I think that, our seniors, the last time they won it, they were freshmen, so that's a long time ago for a player coming through the system.
Okay, some picks on the boys' side. Beauchene versus Holy Cross. That, of course, is a Thursday night game.
Yeah, I'm going to go Holy Cross. They beat Beauchene earlier in the year, I believe.
Okay. Jesuit and St. Paul's, and you have connections to both.
I have connections to both. My dad was at Jesuit, but my brain says St. Paul's on this one.
They've been excellent over the years. Why?
Yeah, a lot of talent coming through that school. They just reload.
Okay. Do you like the championships going to Lafayette, and if so, why?
I like the change. I like the switch to a natural surface as opposed to AstroTurf or field turf now at Tad Gormley. But, I think it'll give it a change. The field's wider. Natural grass plays a little bit slower. I think the games will catch a little bit more of a rhythm.
One of the things that coaches have said to me, you're not the only coach who has said that. Alan DeRitter, of course, from De La Salle, has been on the show many times and said the same thing. The narrowness of the field affected the play of the game. Explain that.
Yeah, playing on the turf at Tad Gormley, with the track around it, the bounciness of the turf, I thought the games were very broken up. I think a wider field at ULL, I think it's 74 yards wide, compared to the 63. It'll play a little bit slower, a little bit and I think the games will get a little bit more of a rhythm.
All right, we'll be over there on Friday. Good luck in the game. Good luck to you and Mandeville, two outstanding teams. It ought to be a great girls Division I semifinal. We'll have the highlights on Friday Night Sports on Friday night. And congratulations on a great career.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach, always a pleasure to have you. Will you come back?
Definitely.
All right, let's do it again. And, of course, we always cover high school sports here. We love high school sports, and we'll continue to do so on the WGNO SportsZone. And, of course, Friday Night Sports, 11 o'clock, Nova 38, and midnight on WGNO, always presented by Delgado Community College. Education that works. See you on Friday night. Have a great day.